So our topic is how adaptive immunity work. Before understanding the adaptive immunity, concept of adaptive immunity, let us first understand what is immunity. Now, immunity is that ability of our body by help of which we can defend ourselves against various types of infection causing agents. This infection causing agents can be living organisms like bacteria, virus, or non-living agents like superoxides and other harmful pollutants. So we are continuously exposed to all these infection causing agents, but due to our innate immunity, that is the immunity by which we are born, because of this innate immunity, we are not always falling sick. Our body is able to defend itself from these harmful agents. Now let us now move on and discuss about the adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity is different from that innate immunity. This adaptive immunity we gradually acquire. That's why it is also known as the acquired immunity. And whenever, how it is happening, whenever we are exposed to any new pathogen, our body develops this adaptive immunity. Now, what are the different types of adaptive immunity? Adaptive immunity is of two types. One is the antibody mediated or the humoral immune response. The other is the cell mediated. Now, first let us discuss the antibody mediated or humoral mediated adaptive immunity. The important role, as from the name itself it is very clear, the important role is played by the antibody. So now let us understand what are antibodies and how they help our body in developing this adaptive immunity. So whenever any pathogen enters our body, any new pathogen enters our body will immediately show a response of low intensity, trying to ward off that particular pathogen. And that response is known as the primary response. If the same pathogen again enters our body, so then our body will show a vigorous and very high intensity response, and that response is known as the secondary response. And this is the reason why it is often heard that you do not have chickenpox twice. That if you already have suffered from chickenpox, it will rarely happen that you will again suffer from chickenpox. This is because of this reason. Now, how it is happening? For this, the most important role is played by particular molecule. This is the molecule. This is known as antigen. What is antigen? Antigen is the molecule which is present on the surface of the pathogen. That is, it is a very harmful molecule for us. This molecule, antigen, can be protein, can be of sugar type. So our body's immune system recognizes this foreign substance which is the antigen. Okay. So whenever it recognizes the antigen, it will develop a resistance, a response to fight it away. So that we have already known, that is the primary response. What about the secondary response? Now let us just find why the secondary, reason behind the secondary response. It is very interesting that whenever our body encounters the antigen for the first time, special type of cells are formed in the blood, and those cells are known as the memory cells. Memory cells, from the very name it is clear that they will remember that those specific antigen which has attack itself before. Okay. So as it remembers, and these memory cells remain our body for a long time, and whenever that pathogen again will try to enter, it already, our immune system, our body already knows that antigen. It knows that this is that antigen which had already attacked once. Now they will offer, or they will give a still more intense response, which is the secondary response. Now, which cells are responsible for this type of responses? The cells are special type of lymphocytes, and those are the B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes. Now, what are the B lymphocytes? These are special type of WBC. These are formed in the bone marrow, and they produce antibodies against specific antigen. And what about the T lymphocytes? T lymphocytes, they will not produce any antibodies, but they will help the B lymphocytes or B cells to produce the antibodies. So in this antibody mediated response, the B lymphocyte, it plays the most important role, as it is producing the antibody, and T cells or the T lymphocytes help the B cells to produce the antibody. Okay. Now let us study the structure of the antibody. Now the antibody, it has 4 chains, 4 polypeptide chains. 2 are heavy chains, these 2 are the heavy chains, and 2 are light chains, these 2 are the light chains. And these 2 chains are connected by disulfide bonds. Similarly, here also the disulfide bonds exist. And this region here also, these are the antigen binding region or the antigen binding site where the antibody will capture and bind the antigen. Clear? So let us, okay. Now what are the different types of antibodies? I'll just give an overview. So IgG, the most abundant, and it is for the long-term immunity. IgA, it is present in the secretions like saliva and milk. IgM, it is very important, it is the first antibody. It is produced during primary response. IgE are involved in the allergic reactions, and IgD, which is found on the surface of the B cell. Now, how the antibodies help? Will they kill the virus, bacteria or the other pathogens? No, they will not kill the pathogens directly. How they will help? They will capture the antigen. Actually, the pathogen, they infect our body via the antigens. So if the antigens are captured, the pathogens will be powerless. So by capturing the antigens of the specific pathogen, the antibodies are making the pathogens inactive. The other thing is that, so in this way, they will block the harmful substances or the toxin from entering the cell. And the third role which they will play is that as the pathogens will now be known because of their antigens are captured, the pathogens are powerless, they are already, so they now, our immune system will know the pathogen. So now it will be easier for the immune cells to target and destroy the pathogens. And the last one is that the antibodies also trigger other defense systems which also help in building our immunity and defending ourselves. Now let us move on to the cell mediated immunity. Now the cell mediated immunity is the immune response which is mediated by the T cells or the T lymphocytes. They will not produce any antibody. What they will do, they will only eliminate the pathogens by directly attacking the infected cells. The pathogen will infect the cells and the T cells will directly attack those infected cells. Now, one role which is played by the T cells is very crucial. It is the role they play during the organ grafting or organ transplantation. As we all know that often it happens that organ fails, like organs like kidney, liver, heart, and only solution is that at that time is transplantation. So suitable donor is searched, suitable donor with matching tissues and blood group, they are searched and everything is okay, then organ transplantation is done. But it is very important that suitable donor should be found. Otherwise, the entire process will be of no use. So now what is happening during any sort of organ transplantation?